Привет, Мара. Блин, я забыл, что ты меня что-то спрашивала. Но я сейчас могу ответить. Сори, я что-то забил. Там ДНД было веселое, я вообще за вот это вот все.
That's no moon. It's a space station. It's too big to be a space station.
Здорово, Булька. Честно говоря, я брал только то, что вот буквально надо сейчас. Я на все 100% игру не дрочил, я на много регионов забил, пока только под конец игры не сказали, что нужно захватить какое-то количество регионов, чтобы получить путь к последнему квесту. Так что в целом, хз. Качай то, что тебе нравится, серьезно. Я в основном качался типа за брутальную хуйню, типа и силу пацану, а девки качал стелс по большей части. Вот как-то так получилось было. Потому что, честно говоря, я мало что помню, как я качался. Синдикат как будто бы был в прошлой жизни. Я бы мог, конечно, посоветовать посмотреть воды, но ты это делать не будешь. Я просто разделял, что там больше стелса, там больше этого, и так их и использовал. Но под конец игры как так и выходит. Не, я не помню, чтобы мне такого не хватало, но я помню, что некоторые вещи надо было дрочить, и мне было оставало лень. Именно там на высокие уровни. Честно говоря, слабо помню. Я больше помню прокачку уже, начиная с Ориджина.
I would say that ending the flow of ELEX into Zakor would be strategically beneficial. Do you have anything else to report?
I've killed the elves in Edan.
So I have heard. It seems you are willing to fight against Zakor.
Ну, надеюсь, еще буду что-то помнить, когда доберешься. Ну и чё, как в целом тебе синдикат? Немножко размялась, получше стало. Вальгалу, надеюсь, еще не брала. Но Вальгала получше, чем Одиссея, я считаю. Но тебе, может быть, больше Одиссея зайдет, потому что там именно задротской херни дохуище. Да, поезд полезная хуйня. А крюк уже получила? На тросе. Ну, больше тебе и не надо. Это самая полезная хуйня. Законы физики в пизду. Серьезно. Вот когда получаешь этот крюк, эта игра начинает напоминать мне больше Batman Arkham Series. Если помнишь, я когда-то играл. Прям вот вообще не надо.
But you have shown a measure of the skills that will be required if you are to achieve your goals. In terms of our alliance, I will ensure that our soldiers do not cause you any problems unless you show signs of reverting to your old allegiance to Zakor. More than that, I cannot offer you right now. We can trade or offer advice for now,
That is as I expected.
You had done well, but you should be cautious in your plans. You are not strong enough to challenge an Alexitor like Calax, but I can tell you how to get closer to achieving your goal. One of my agents has reported that the rebel Alexitor Zardom is hiding in northeastern Abessa. He has established a hidden base there while the Ice Palace is searching for him. As he too is now sought by the hybrid, perhaps he will help you. I am sure he can advise you how to take on the Alexitors without fighting your way through an army to do it. Although you will have to decide whether he can be trusted.
Every Alexitor deserves nothing but death.
Not if he can still be useful to you.
Why have you left a former Alexitor alive? If he hasn't joined you, couldn't he be a threat?
I don't know what he is. He was a loyal Alexitor, and yet he has run from Zakor. That is why I sent you. Partly for your own business, but also to learn his intentions.
So I'm the bait.
Ну, чем дальше ассасины уходят, тем они более под геймпады заточены. Это да.
ELEX abilities. He has shown no interest in joining us. Perhaps maybe you can discover what powers he still has.
In fact, by watching him kill me, you can assess his powers.
You will benefit from talking to him, and we will know what we have to do, if he should ever stand against us.
Why should Zardom help me?
We suspect Zardom plans to end his exile and return to Zakor to lead the Alps. In his own way, Zardom harks back to the days before the hybrid took over. He believes the Alps will evolve. Put yourself into Zardom's service. Your reputation will mean that he has to take notice of you.
What is in the hybrid's mind? Surely the infallible must know of my survival. And yet here I am, living, breathing, in contradiction of the directive. The hybrid's will commands. All ELEX must be given to the hybrid. All loyalty, all duty must be to the hybrid. For the hybrid sees all. So, why has he permitted me to live? Am I still part of his plan? Or did he send me to die at the hands of my brother? Before the crash, I saw everything clearly. The hybrid's will answered everything. Now, I have only one route to answers. I must find Calax.
Status update. Valuable object.
Keep it up, you four.
Понимаю. Ну, мы попали в чаптер 2, ребят.
I met some of your people in Edan.
Yes, Nezol and his men. I also know what happened. If you think I see Nezol's death and your meeting with him as a coincidence, I can't prove it. But I won't forget what you have used up the only chance you get with me. The survival.
Что я поделаю? Их не я убил.
Probability of survival critical.
Teach me something.
We've heard a horde of mutants is approaching the border to Zakor.
How many?
I don't know, but there's at least 2 Cyclopses with them.
Someone in Zakor wants to secure the West.
Mutants aren't an organized force. They're just a pack of dogs to unleash. It might just be them disrupting the forces there, rather than invading. Alb warriors, Alb fighting skill. If they're so good, where the fuck are they?
We need to go there.
Yeah, well if you insist on knowing what the Albs are planning, but this had better mean combat, not just a look-see.
Бля, окей, я попал в драку.
Well, it seems as if the rumors are true. 2 Cyclopses. Let's take them down.
Wait a second. First, we should...
No waiting. We're not out here to wait. We just get your ass moving and get on with it. That fucking brute is looking for trouble. 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 Mutants, Cyclopses, they'll do for a start. But you promised Alexiters.
We'll get to them soon enough.
Not soon enough for me. Let's kill these fuckers and go home.
What are you doing, rushing into combat like that? Are you trying to get us killed?
I'm trying to get the job done. If you can't keep up, fuck off. I thought you were a fighter. I spend enough time just standing around in the fort. I took that place. I did. So show me another damn challenge. I'm not running around with you to take down a few creatures.
You can get a challenge, but don't get us killed.
You don't risk, you don't live. You don't live, you stagnate. You stagnate, you might as well be dead. Turn it up, live it fast, make it fucking count.
Everything...
Butterflies and...
И побежала. Эх, ебанутая.
Yeah.
Пиздуй домой, девочка. Привет, Сайрус. Вы тут неожиданно попали во вторую главу.
The data we are gathering should be really useful for something.
И эта ебанулась сказала, пошли мочить циклопов.
Hey, so I've heard you've gone and set up camp here.
Yes, it looks like you're stuck with me.
Ha! Then welcome to the madness. Big dreams, constant mutant attacks, and no shards. Exactly the right thing for schmucks like us. So, I've heard you've taken over.
Correct.
Well, as long as you don't go turning into a complete asshat now you're in charge, then that'll be all right with me. Oh, and how do you want to be addressed now? Sir? Mr. Shithot Dictator, sir?
Just get the job done. You can call me whatever you want.
I'll get on with it right away then, sir. Mr. Shithot Dictator Whoop-de-hey. There's so much...
Понятно, токсик.
There's a war coming. Something is happening in Zakor.
Jackals. If outlawed, well, life doesn't get dull with you around.
Hey, wait! I can feel traces of an ELEX deposit. I want to check it out, to see if I can learn anything from...
Where is this deposit?
It's up on the high borderland. It feels like it will be big enough to allow me to learn more. Entering Zakor will be a terrible risk.
Very well.
Ладно, пошли.
Let's find the deposit.
Yeah, follow me. It's on the east border of Eden.
Рэй подождет.
It has to go differently this time. I have to learn more. There are only weak traces here. I will need all my concentration not to lose the trail. That means I'll need your help again.
If the traces are weak, maybe we should try somewhere else.
We've come too far not to. But I will need to focus on the ELEX. I'll need you to deal with any combat or I'll lose my contact with the ELEX. I'll follow the traces. You keep an eye out for mutants.
Ты идешь? Вообще не спеша. Вообще никуда не спешит.
We're getting close now. The deposit has to be up there somewhere.
Как же она не спешит?
There's a lot of ELEX up there. I can hear it already. But this much ELEX has gotta have pulled in a lot of mutants. Getting there won't be straightforward.
И где твои мутанты?
How are you?
I'm doing all right.
У меня тут броня охуенная, дробовик охуенный. А ты что-то ползешь по полчаса. О, вижу врага. Ну иди сюда, тварь неземная. Далеко мне до левелапа, кстати. Да, еще дохуя.
The ELEX is here. Either I'm getting more attuned to the ELEX, or this is the biggest deposit I have ever found.
И не холодно без тапков?
Did it work?
Wait. I can hardly breathe.
Are you alright?
Give me a moment. Don't you feel anything at all?
No.
Maybe it's just me. I could sense something here. I thought it must affect other people on some level at least. Why did this talent pick me?
About
Yeah?
here, I have some mana for you.
Thank you.
Do you still need to find more traces of ELEX?
Yeah, there was something there in the background when I probed that ELEX deposit. I don't know what it is that I felt. I know of another place we can try, but it's likely to be pretty dangerous. Just give me a little time. As soon as I can locate it, that was
You just got lucky.
lucky. I thought I was going crazy.
I do what I say.
Yeah. You should know people who keep their word like that are rare. You're strong. Mentally, I mean. I bet you could achieve anything you put your mind to. Maybe you can resist whatever the ELEX is trying to do.
You should go back to Origin.
All right.
Иди в Origin. Так. Че, попытаемся еще раз расковырять этого дебила на важную информацию. Пойду вместе с ним. Если найдется тут мужик, то окей. Если нет, ну хуй с ним.
I've been there. I can say this about it. Well,
I just can't believe that.
It's still there.
Ай, блять, кретин тупой.
Put that weapon away.
You aren't that stupid after all.
Идиоты. Есть где-то переход, потому что искусственный интеллект опять застрянет. Ладно, я в тебя постреляю.
I've traveled the world. I've seen many things.
Это не первый тролль, которого я нашел. Мой дебил может хоть что-то делать. Ну вот хоть совсем, хоть что-то. Хоть чуть-чуть. Какой ты, блядь, полезный, пиздец. Так не хочу тратить на хуйню патроны.
So, that creature's down to me, is it?
Тут все еще никого.
No, I'm not good enough for that.
Я какую-то записку находил. А в хуй я упомню. Ну, короче, я тогда хз, что-то Трей хочет и пошел в пизду. Искать его дебилов я не намерен.
Hey.
Если он сам мне не скажет, где они находятся. Так, тогда мы что делаем? Где мой робот-убийца?
Follow me.
High probability of ambush. Recommend requesting reinforcements.
Ну пошли искать этот переход-перевал. Мутант говна. Ля-ля-ля, ля-ля-ля. Ну как пылесошу? Я по кустам бегаю. Мне Сепар послал к деду сходить к кому-то. Я пойду схожу, мне-то чё. Ну, с этим мы еще разберемся.
Even great men fall when the power of ELEX is taken from them.
Zardom, once trusted advisor to the first Elexiter. And now here you are, out of Zakor, separated from the ELEX that gave you your powers.
I spent many weeks in fever, haunted by visions as the ELEX that had sustained me slowly drained away. But in the end, I have been able to find a way to live with it. Despite the withdrawal, Jax, I am all that I was. But you, Commander, your appearance tells me it's not going well for you. Has the transition to emotion, to free thinking, unsettled the great Commander Jax?
Don't pretend you care for my well-being, Zardom. I don't have any reason to trust you.
We are both renegades now, cast out and hunted by our own people. We need to trust each other.
Perhaps. My raider was shot down. Calyx declared that I had failed my mission for the directive, and so must be executed. But I still live, and I am searching for the truth of what happened to me. I hope you can help me discover what that truth is.
You want my help with that? And what exactly is it that you think I can do?
Why were you exiled? You were an Elexiter, the highest rank and honor amongst our people, and yet you left Zakor. Why?
Tarek, the first Elexitor, is following a course with the other Elexitors that I cannot. His mind is clouded. He cannot see the bigger picture clearly anymore.
And what is the bigger picture?
You have spent enough time away from Zakor. You must see the directive with different eyes now. But I put myself into exile so that I wouldn't have to discuss such things. Maybe one day the time to speak will come, but that is not today. I have found my place out here, and I will keep my peace.
You cooperate with the Free People?
With some. They judge you for your deeds as an Elexitor.
They fear you?
Yes. As I said, it was difficult at the beginning. There were some who recognized me, but I have kept my identity from most.
I need weapons, and a way to improve my fighting strength.
ELEX withdrawal has made both of us weak. You will need to spend your time and your strength wisely.
Help me reach the Ice Palace.
You know unauthorized access to the palace is impossible. Without the correct codes, you won't get past the first defensive wall. The automated defenses will kill you before you get close.
Then I will give you the access codes.
From who?
Типа ушел из магов огня, чтобы делать свою хуйню.
Attack you immediately. How will you get the access codes without fighting our own people?
So what if Albs die? I will just have to fight.
Are we now supposed to despise where we came from, just because circumstances have altered? There have been changes in Zakor, but that should not...
Стоп, а кто это прототип Ксардоса в Ризанах?
However, the fact remains that you will need to lure...
Мертвый повелитель титанов? Как его там?
Soldiers who are sent
Урсигор?
to the lands of the free people rarely carry the codes to the inner area.
Бонс? Ну да, кстати. Во всех трех частях творил хуйню.
What would make the troops leave Zakor?
Но Бонс хорошая идея. Стоп, а разве Бонс был в первой части? Я уже забыл. Во второй и третьей он был, а в первой вроде бы нет.
And the only way I can think of to stop the flow of ELEX into the Ice Palace is to destroy or deactivate the converters.
That makes sense.
The converters are heavily guarded.
I would expect so, but the influence of the Albs is not as strong as it once was in the lands of
Мендоза, да.
Losses have been
Но он не такой полезный.
People have become more organized, at least within their factions. Some converters have maintenance issues or have been shut down, but none of that is helpful.
Tell me more about your past at the Ice Palace.
I already told you.
You can't deceive me. You want to take power in the Ice Palace.
What makes you believe that?
The Separatist leader Sestak told me. So what is it that you want? Are you planning war against the hybrid?
And you believe Sestak?
He didn't give me a reason to doubt his words. I trust him.
And how am I supposed to wage war? One Alb against Zakor. All I will gain is my own death. I have my new...
Если б Элдрик и это Петти не менялись каждую игру настолько радикально, вообще было бы заебись.
So drop the lie. We both know the truth, Zardom. You didn't stop consuming ELEX when you left Zakor. You found yourself a source somewhere, and you have kept your strength.
I'm not the one pretending to be something I'm not, Commander.
What are you really doing out here, Zardom?
And what is it that you want? We all must find our own path as this world changes.
So you do want to challenge the hybrid?
Challenge?
Привет, Спин Буллет 001. Ну, да, немного знаю. Ебать прорисовка.
You called for me?
Покажите мне этого гибрида. Людей, знающих английский, я думаю, достаточно таких. Таких ЧСВ мудаков, как я, чтобы не играли на английском, когда многие не знают его, это да. Это у меня и зрителей немного, только свои.
Don't pretend you want peace, Zardom. That I won't believe.
The hybrid's last orders to you were to kill Thorold the Pilgrim, leader of the Berserkers, yes? But did he tell you why he ordered that?
Потому что он ебанутый.
The Alps. You? It seems many in Zakar are beginning to question the hybrid's rule, but none have given me answers. None have said what the hybrid's plan is. What is it we've fought for, Zardom? Don't you at least want to know that?
While first Alexator Tarek follows blindly.
Да нет, Сайрус, в последнее время у меня реально, когда у меня график стримов поломался, меня меньше людей смотрят. Если в среднем было 6-12, то сейчас в среднем 2-8. Так, блин, можно просто пересмотреть все мои видео на ютубе. Там как раз уже 3-й ризон выходит. То есть, там почти все есть.
Ruin? Why not victory?
You know the directive requires all ELEX must be delivered to the hybrid. He says he must reach the peak of evolution perfection to secure the future of our people. But what will be left of our world at the end of this war for ELEX? All ELEX means exactly that. All the ELEX on Magaland. But do you think that the hybrid will ever be satisfied?
Короче, понятно, он этот, Дарт Нигилус из Котора второго.
What then, Jax?
So you think the hybrid is lying? That it has a different goal for the directive?
Бля, когда мне кто-то который закажет?
I question our place in it. Do you believe that when the hybrid evolves, the Albs will serve at his side? After it has kept the truth and power for so long that its drive for ELEX will just stop? No, Jax. After we have exploited the lands of the free people, the hybrid will only have one source of ELEX.
С одной стороны, столько уже игр прошел, с другой стороны, все равно еще так дохуя игр.
Is too blinded by the hybrid's promises to see that. But I know that once he's done with the rest of this world.
Понятно.
You claim you're doing this for the Alps, but then you're prepared to kill them for your own cause?
It is a sacrifice that is painful to all. But the hybrid has blinded many of our brothers. There is no way to free all Albs. But with the blood of those who serve the hybrid, those lives will save others. But you will need to decide who you will back soon. The hybrid has sent a force of combat mechs and soldiers to advance inland into northern Abessa. This force must be stopped.
Понимаю.
So, will you admit that you have kept the powers ELEX gives you?
If you think I can acquire enough ELEX to maintain my own strength, you are mistaken. Yes, I continue to consume ELEX, pure ELEX, but I have only enough to reduce the impact of withdrawal. If you are looking for magic outside Zakor, then you will have to look to the Berserkers of Edan.
Is Berserker magic as strong as the Alps magic?
Some of them are very effective. Their mana has allowed the magic of Edan to evolve a lot of power. I heard of a mage in the domed city with the power to fight an Alexator, and as a Berserker living beyond the borders of Edan, she might have a more open ear than those living under Berserker.
Я знаю одну такую.
If you want war, then where is your army?
Логичный вопрос.
In the Ice Palace. How many Alps still follow you?
None. My soldiers stayed in Zakor. Such is the power of ELEX. Such is the power of the hybrid. But I'm not without power. I do have a force that is loyal to me.
If it isn't in Zakor, then where are these soldiers?
I have told you my aims. I have told you that I have the resources to achieve them. For now, I will concentrate on building resources here in the lands of the free people.
Понятно.
If you will play your part in the struggle that is to come, then I will tell you this. There is a camp in the mountains between Idan, Abessa, and Tavar. The people there are independent and fight for their own cause. They are a force waiting for a leader. You should seek them out. Perhaps there you can find what I have, a base of operations. Perhaps then you will see what I mean more clearly.
Are you allied with the Free People?
Our cause in defeating the hybrid matches theirs. Each of the factions has their own motives, which I heard that the Duke of Tavar is constructing a bomb that is
нет, эта бомба уже обосралась.
destroy a city. What we don't know is his target, or how an outlaw has put together the technology capable of this.
При помощи клириков.
What if the Elexitors and Zakor learn of your plans?
Sooner or later, the Elexitors track down every Alb outcast. The question is whether or not we can survive until we are strong enough to be able to defend ourselves.
Do you think you have the strength to fight an Elexitor?
No, not at present. And you should know that an Elexitor has been seen near the Dome City.
Я, кстати, не знаю, сколько я уже конвертеров освободил.
How do you know that?
You've hardly been discreet.
Вот
He
серьезно.
only has suspicions that you survived.
Вроде бы 3 или 4. Я не знаю, все ли
I
это.
would suggest you take care of him before he learns you really are alive.
Один я штурмовал с бестией. Один там вообще с мутантами был. 2 или 3 таких.
How do you plan to attack Zakor?
Да если бы они как-то отмечались на карте. У меня ж не все телепорты есть.
Is to stop the flow of ELEX. The converter in northern Abessa is strategically important. If we could shut it down, that would show the Alps the limits of the hybrid's power. It would give us a chance to persuade others of our cause. Now you know my thoughts. And it is time for you to tell me your...
I want the person who got me into this situation. I want Calyx.
For what? Revenge? Your brother doesn't want anything to do with you. He sees you as a traitor. He will kill you the first chance he gets.
He won't get the chance.
And how will you get close enough to speak to him? He is protected by a whole unit of soldiers in combat mechs.
I will find a way.
Well, maybe I can help you, Jax. Support me in my cause, and I will make sure that you reach Calyx.
You think you can do that?
Yes. And you know I am your best option. I recommend that you take my offer.
You will have my support, but you will have to deliver Calyx.
Then help me achieve the things I need to turn the balance of power back in our favor. Do that. For my part, I want a better idea of what is happening in the Ice Palace, and I will see you back here once you have completed your task.
I have recruited a powerful mage from amongst the Berserker. Her name is Kaya.
Good. And were you able to win her over to our cause?
The Berserker mage Kaya will help us.
We will need to call upon you when we face the Elexitor. Good. But I get the feeling you have more to tell me.
The converter in northern Abessa has been deactivated.
Well, that was faster than I expected.
Конечно.
No doubt the Ice Palace will be considering their response. Good.
The Duke of Tavar's bomb was really a fighting machine. He developed it with a cleric prisoner with the aim of attacking the Horde in Ignadon.
Developed? Does that mean the danger is now gone?
Yes.
Good. Then we have one less threat to worry about. Good.
I have taken command of Origin.
Then you can see the value of my advice. That place makes an excellent base for you, doesn't it? The Free People are strong when they are well-led. And now you have
давно уже, до того, как пошел в Игнадон.
You have made progress, but there are still things to be done. I will be here wait.
Так, к тебе есть телепорт, мудила? Есть. Я уже много чего сделал, Сайрус. Так, что ты еще от меня хочешь? Так, ты тут. Верните мне моего компаньона. Кстати, а есть смысл еще к Дюку сходить, поздороваться после смены главы, или он мне ничего не даст? Ладно, сходим, пока есть возможность. Ну да. Типа просто спрашиваю, может ты знаешь. Мне пара висящих квестов от компаньонов и все. Твой анус чип. Знаешь что? Пойду-ка я зайду в бар. Поступлю, короче, как весьма умные люди.
It's better to lose a good friend than your sense of humor.
Yes, I'd heard things were rough there.
Ну ты клерик. И, скорее всего, забрал еще у него бестию. Компаньона. Думаю, это достаточно причин, чтобы тебя хейтить. У меня клерики как-то 50 на 50. Непонятно, друзья мои или нет. Берсерками я вроде договорился. Единственное, что мне нравится, что я аутло. Дюк хуй знает, как ко мне относится, но в лагере меня уважают. Не любят, но уважают. Сколько, блядь? Бля, в этой броне хоть чувствуется, что ты человек, а не хуйло в рубахе. Так, как узнать, какой вставлен? Этот вставлен, что ли? Почему я больше не могу вставить, чем один? Ля-ля-ля, ля-ля-ля, ля-ля-ля. Мне там вроде бы 35 интеллекта надо. Сколько? Сейчас я перепроверю.
They're always hitting on you here.
А где дед? Или он сверху спит?
Teach me.
4 не хватает, да. Раз, два, три. Сука. Мразь. Ну пошли выполнять еще какие-то квесты.